Hey everyone, Travis here. Day 2, week 7 of the NA LCS, joined by Link from CLG. How's it going, Link? I like that you did that little turn at the same time I did.
I had to. I had to greet you that way.
You've got the synergy going. Speaking of synergy, talk to me about this Aframu Link synergy that you keep hyping up. I saw you talk about it on the interview yesterday on the broadcast. What is actually going on here?
Well, back when Aframu was when he first joined the team, I feel like me and him bonded the most because, Choster, Hotshot, and Double were busy arguing, and me and Afro would just kind of sit there and we'd just enjoy our quiet time, and we'd just be laughing at them, and that's just kind of how it started. And then we just like go out, like we'd always stay up late at night. We'd be playing solo queue, like duo queuing together, and we'd like never sleep. We just play League, so we just kind of bonded there, and it pretty much happens like similarly. I played with Afro a lot when he wasn't on the team, like during the off season, and I wanted him back on the team when we needed someone, and yeah, he was interested and he came back.
Very cool. So now he's back. You guys are doing some stuff in these games, playing the video games. Yesterday you had a very sick play that helped you shut out the game and get you guys the victory. Um, Whenever you have these moments where you just like go in and like how does that actually happen in your mind, like deep inside the brain of Link? Is it like a calculated thing, or is it just like instinct? You're like, I'm going in and killing.
It's kind of like a mixture of both. A lot of plays you make, it's really, I feel like, more. It's like 60% instinct and 40% like you calculated. You kind of really think about how you're gonna play out stuff like early in the game, but then as you get used to playing the game, you just kind of it embeds in your mind how you're gonna play a skirmish, and that's just kind of what happens. And like when I was killing Void Boy at that moment, it was just something like ticked in my mind, and I just went in and I killed him.
Now, Double Lift, I was talking to him in the room, the locker room, whatever you guys want to call him, after that game, and they showed the highlight of that again. And Peter said something along the lines of, like, that's how you win games, is you just do something so stupid that no one would expect you to do. That's like such a bad idea that they aren't prepared for it, and you win. Is that how you approach these situations? You're like, what is the stupidest thing I could do that no one would expect?
Well, the whole game plan at that point was to kill Caitlyn and Syndra. And in my mind, it was like, all right, four people just walked up. They have Banshee's Veil, and Syndra doesn't have a Banshee's Veil. And then I just kind of, I've been playing LeBlanc for so long in solo queue. I just knew how much damage she can do. And I just did the combo that I usually do in solo queue.
Well, congratulations on now surpassing your previous win streak record. You have now won 4 games in a row. Out of all of the LCS CLG, you guys have now got 4 games in a row instead of 3. Are you guys going to make it to 5?
Maybe. I think we're playing versus Dignitas first, so, that can be an easy five.
Ooh. Is that like a little bit of trash talk I sense?
It depends on how gimmicky Dignitas is.
So if they're very gimmicky, you guys could lose?
Yes, exactly. But if they're not, we have a strategy planned out, then it'll probably go our way.
So this week, as Dignitas watches this interview, as I'm sure they watch all of my interviews, uh, you think that maybe they should see this interview and then they should say to themselves, what is the stupidest thing that we could possibly do that CLG would never expect, and then that's what's going to allow them to win?
Exactly.
So there you go, Scar. That's the key to victory. Yeah, I don't know if people remember, but Riot used to do those like keys to victory before each of the matches. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They still do that sometimes.
Yeah. It's like keys to the match, like how to win. And I guess in this case, it's doing really stupid stuff. Uh, I do want to ask you a little bit about what you think of the current mid laners in the NALCS, because obviously we got All Stars coming up. Who do you think is pretty strong right now? I mean, obviously a lot of people said ManCloud for a while, but seems like maybe he's dropping off. So obviously Bjergsen, but who else?
Bjergsen and High are the top two. Well, I mean, top three including me.
Okay.
So we kind of cycle, I think, and it depends on like what our picks are and how like well we're playing those games, and it can go either way. I think. I feel like Bjergsen has a slight advantage with Odd One, in terms of Medios and High and me and Dexter.
Okay.
But I feel like if I play versus Bjergsen again, it's gonna be kind of a it's gonna be even again. Because last time I played him, I played what like Lulu into Nidalee, and it was pretty. It's just you just farm, and that's pretty much all you can do. But we'll see what happens when it gets down to like the skill versus skill. So it's gonna be fun. Besides that, I think Cloud and Xminity kind of dropped off. Cloud has been playing less champions that favor him. He used to be more of an assassin, I feel like, but he's been playing more long range. I mean, he's always been able to play long range, but I feel like he really fits the assassins the best. But he's not playing that anymore, and they're getting back together too. They're kind of rusty. That's how I see them. And then Voyboy and Dominate, they just have problems. I don't know why. They just do. And Shifter and Nintendo can go either way too, but they usually have problems.
Sure. Now, talking about Rusty XDG, you guys kind of dominated them in that game. What really happened there? Was it just like stuff snowballed really early in games, or in the beginning of the game, or was it like a comp thing?
Basically, I outplayed their entire team by knowing exactly what they were going to think. So I said that, well, when I was playing, I knew that, Double Up and Afro told me that bottom lane is a free gank if somehow somebody is able to roam because they both don't have flashes and they're getting pressured in turret and they have no wards up. And I knew at the exact time that I clear mid wave, Lulu, ManCloud will tell the entire team that I'm going to base, because that's what normal mid laners do. Right. They usually base after, they pushed up the wave, and nobody ever expects a level 5 Ziggs roam, right? And I knew exactly what they were thinking, and I just went with the opposite, and I ganked them bottom, got a free kill, and that saved them. That saved bottom lane, basically.
Very good. And then I guess it just sort of went out of control after that. What do you think of XTG's like new lineup? I mean, obviously you guys kind of beat them in, but did you see any interesting plays from Sheep or any potential on these guys? Even looking at the match that they played yesterday.
I think they're all they're a solid 5, and I just think they picked really poorly that game, and we just really outpicked them in every single possible way, and then we also outplayed them too. So it kind of sucks when that happens, but it happens.
Any shoutouts, plugs, anything you want to say here at the end?
Sure. Just keep supporting CLG, and thanks for the support. We're gonna be doing better and better, hopefully. And we're looking to go 4-0 and topple C9 for their second place. Besides that, shout outs to our sponsors, NZXT, iBuyPower, Azubu, and Razer.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things esports and more at ongamers.com.